as well, so you've got your recording. So just checking if things showing. Brilliant. So nice to see you outside, Peter. Lovely blue skies, isn't it? Not a cloud to be seen. Okay, so let's start off with just taking one foot and just taking it across. So we're doing our dynamic warm up. Great for just getting that balance as well. So I'm changing legs now, so if you change legs every 10-20 seconds and keep it quite slow, and let's pull up into the torso, so we're standing nice and tall. We're already focusing on abdominals. And we're going to bring those feet down and just bring the heels down. I'm just going to lift, lift and lower, just seeing who's there. Emma, Tina, hello, Peter, Yvonne. Yvonne got in okay. Yeah, I was just about to send you the code then. Pam, hello, and Sarah, and Jane. Although it says Peter on there. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like you're in twice, Sarah. Maybe you've had problems getting in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think it will affect it, so it is fine. And then what we do, just bring the arms so they lift and they lower. And so we're going to slow that lift down. That's it. And then knee bend. So you're going to lift the heels, knee bend into almost sort of a, when you come down to do your squat as such. I think this can be our last one. I don't want to do too many because I'm going to get too hot. And then bring the feet to about hip width apart. And then we're going to just take the arms out wide. We're going to just cross and stretch. Just take them out, so palms facing forwards. Keeping the hands in line with your shoulders. And then bring those arms down. Roll each shoulder. And then we're going to take the head over to the right side. I have to think about that because I'm going to do opposite. And bring it back into the middle. Take it over to the other side. Bring it back in. Take your hand, your right hand, and take your head over to the right. No, it must be left to the right. I can't do opposites. So you've got to stretch, come down the neck, and then release it, and then take your left hand and stretch your head to the other side. That's a lovely breeze. And release. And then we will take the arm up and we're just going to stretch and release. So we're working into the shoulder blade. And then we'll bring that elbow down, release that shoulder, take it to the other side. Mobilising the shoulder blades. And bring that elbow down, bring the arms down. Next thing is taking the arms out in front and just taking the shoulder, not the shoulder, the elbow behind with that little twist into your waist. Get nice and slow, we don't need to get too hot. Last one, and bring the arms down. Again, roll those shoulders just a couple of times. Then we're going to you'll take your right knee, who's going to lift, bring that down, then squeeze it out to the side, and then squeeze it behind. Right knee, out to the side, behind. So in your own time, keep a nice, if you can, a nice good balance on the other foot. And you should start to feel it a bit in the glutes on the other side, because it's taking all the weight. Let's make this our last one on this side. And just walk it out for a second. You might have felt that a little bit. And then we'll take it to your left side. And behind. I think I'm counting it, so we've got, after this one, we've got one more to do. And then we'll just walk it out again. Next, what we're going to do, oh yes, I was just thinking, let's work the waist a little bit, abs, waist. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lift the knee out to the side, but we want to bring the elbow down to almost go into a crunch. So it's a standing crunch, staying on that same side. You should be feeling it here. Let's do one more and bring it down, walk it out, take it to the other side. So start just lifting, just lift that knee first, and then when you've got get it all in coordination. So think about the knee lifting as the elbow comes down towards it. We've got two more to do. There we go. And then shake the legs. So next thing, I think what we'll do is we'll take one arm up and we just take it into a side bend. Pull up through the abdominals, bring that arm down. Take the other arm up into another side bend and bring it back into middle position. Then we're going to do a little bit more work on the glutes. So we're going to do the similar exercise to earlier. Lean forward slightly, take the right leg back, and you're just going to squeeze. I'll tell you what, do you want to make it a little bit harder? Do you want to get your loop band? I know I said we weren't going to do props, but hey, let's do it. As you're at home, you can just get your stuff out. Let's try it with the loop band, because it's a little bit more effective. Okay, get started whenever you've got it around just above your knees, and then squeeze. So it's just, and I think it just helps also just keep it a bit more targeted, I suppose is the word. Squeeze into your bottom. Lean forward slightly. Let's bring it in and walk it out. I've had a thought, so we'll do the other side, and then we're going to do a few pulses. So come on to your other side, step back, take the foot back slightly, bend the knee in the front, and now try and hold that position as you almost sort of like squeeze back, kick back. I suppose you could even say it was a kick back. It's just getting that balance, isn't it? Last one, and it's just walking out first, because it does get you a little bit in the lower back, or is it just me? And then we'll try it just with some pulses. So back on the first side, take it behind and just see if you can just balance and pulse, and if you have to come down, that's fine. A lot more concentrated. Finish on that one, walk it out and come over to the other side. Take it back, lift, get your balance. How does that feel? It's pretty good actually. And finish there, walk it out. Great. So while we've got this on then, let's just do a little bit more work on our glutes. So to do that, we just want to take the feet a little bit wider, bit wider than shoulder width, or about shoulder actually. Feet can come out slightly. We're going to just come down into our squat position, and then we're going to squeeze those knees out a bit more. So can you feel it there? And then just raise back up again, coming down and up. So we're going into a squat, but we're squeezing those knees outwards as we come down, and just see how that feels. You might not be able to go down very far, that's fine. If you can come down a bit further, keeping those knees squeezed out. We just don't want to be doing this. And we're looking forwards. And let's come down for this next one, hold it down, squeeze the knees out a little bit more, just do a little tiny bounce, pushing that bottom away from you. I'm going to push it a bit here, so if you need to come up, don't worry. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently up. Well done. Give yourselves a pat. and I'll let you take your band off now. And just put it to the side. Have a quick drink if you need it. Mine's got ice in it. I'm just wondering whether to do any weights today. I'm not going to do any standing weights, but we can bring some weights down if you want for later. So if you just bring some weights in to the equation, down onto the floor ready. And then what we'll do, once you've got that, we're just going to lift the toes up and spread them, standing tall, and then relax the toes and lift the heels, and then come back down slowly, not like me. Then lift the toes again, lift the heels, come up, come back down, lift the toes again, and then think about your big toe, see if you can come down on your big toe first and then bring the other toes down. I know it's quite difficult. Shake the legs. I think that's all we do for the warm up, standing, to be honest. So if you bring your mats down to the floor, we're going to 2 mats. Then I'll just bring the cameras down. Okay. Okay, lovely. So I'd like to do a bit of work on the core area, on our abs. Waist, yeah, I've done a bit of waist actually. I've just thought of another one we can do for our waist. But we'll start, actually we're starting seated position. And we'll come up onto our knees if that's okay for you. If not, either stay down and seated or come up to standing. We can just do a little bit of waist work. So before we start, let's think about, rather than standing like, being in a position like this, let's pull in through the abdominals, roll the shoulders down, and then first of all, let's just take the thumbs between in the middle of your chest, relax the shoulders, pull in through the abdominals, and then we're just going to do our little waist twist, and then bring it into the middle. So keeping the thighs and the weight and your hips facing forwards. Very small movement in most cases. And then after these 2, or each side, we'll then just let the arms hang down, readjust if you need to, and then we'll take the arms out in front, the elbows out in front. Again, try not to squeeze the shoulders up, let them relax. Put in through the abdominals, and we do the same thing. We'll do it pulse as well, so we come in to the side, 1, 2, middle. I can hear Bella. Like butter wouldn't melt, isn't it, hey? Okay, so we'll do 1 more on each side. And we relax relax the arms down. And then we'll finish off, as long as you've got the space, with the arms out to the side. Hello. Pulling through the abdominals, so it just changes that position in the pelvis, so a bit more neutral. And we'll do it again, sort of with that little pulse. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Okay, let's let those shoulders relax, because they get quite tense, don't they? And then what we'll do now is we'll start to work in our all fours position. So we'll come into that position. You can use your blocks if you want to support your wrists a little bit. And actually, I think let's do for the first one. Or let's do the shoulder blade dips first. So it's just nice to one. So you're pushing the shoulders away from you, and then you're letting the chest drop, pushing away. So you can really feel the shoulder blades move towards each other and then spread apart. Okay, great. So let's just take the weight off your wrist just for a second, and then the next exercise we're going to do will be all fours to full plank. So you're going to come up into plank, pulling up through the abdominals, and then back down. So before you even start, always pull up through first, and try and maintain that contraction. Really think about that's the important thing. If you want to hold that full plank for a bit, you can do. Depends on how your wrists feel, how your shoulders feel, how your core feels. I get it in my shoulders and my wrists. Okay. And when you finish that one, feel free just to come back into the shell stretch. And then we're going to do the lifting the knee out to the side, the doggy one. So you take your knee, keep it bent, and you come out to the side, stay on that same side. Look towards where your knee is going, but the rest of the body stays reasonably level. Last one, and then stretch back. Come back into position. Hello. And try the other side. We've got 2 more to do. And then again, feel free just to come back into your shell stretch. And then sit up just so you can just give your shoulders a bit of a rest. Actually, what's quite nice is either just take the hands behind and stretch behind, or you can take the hands together and stretch. I'm hot now. Are you hot? I thought of, oh, I know what we're going to do. I was going to do those reverse push-ups, and then that will probably heat us up a little bit. So hands come out quite wide as the mat. And you're going to lean forwards, pull up through the abdominals, and then bend the elbows, come all the way down. Keep the elbows behind you and push up and back. Push, yeah. Keep those elbows behind you if you can. It's a real lift up in the tummy when you're coming down towards and coming back up. And I think you can make that your last one before coming back into your shell stretch. Brilliant. And then just come up to seated. And then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to come onto our elbows, so we take a bit of pressure off the wrists. The knees are still down, and what we'll do is we'll take one leg up, let's say it's the right leg, keep the knee bent, and then we'll bring it in, and then we'll do 3 pulses when we lift. 1, 2, 3, and bring the knee in. So you get a little bit of ab work. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can come up into your all fours position. Two more. The last one. Now let's have a rest. Either stretch back or just stay seated. Or both. Hello. Somebody's hungry. So back into position, so either onto your elbows or onto your hands. And we change it over to the other side. So knee in. 1, 2, 3 into the glutes. Doing quite a few of these, so I kind of think we've got about 2 left. Make it worthwhile, and then just come down into your stretch. Whew. And just come up to seated. So next thing, we're going to go into prone position, so completely onto our fronts. I think just to give our shoulders a bit of a rest, we won't do half plank yet, we'll do some shoulder work. So if we come down onto our front with our forehead on block. So we'll start with the shoulder lifts. So you could use some small weights if you want to. Forehead's down, glasses are off. Arms are out, so the elbows bent, and you're lifting one elbow, hand, shoulder at a time. Got a little lift under your waist. Really think about that. Always really relax the shoulder when you've brought the foot, I'm thinking about my feet here, your arm down, sorry. One more on each side. Then release the weights if you have them. Take the elbows out in front. I'm going to go point, flex and straighten. So we're looking for a stretch into the front of your thighs, front of the thighs. And I think we'll just do one more on each side now. And then we'll do some half plank. So let's just do it with the knees down for now. I might say do the extra option where we lift the knees off. But for now, yeah, elbows digging in, shoulders back a little bit, toes are tucked. Lift that tummy off, and then when you're ready, lift into your waist and into your hips and hold that position. Every few seconds, just remind yourself to lift a little bit more, because quite often you're going to come back down a little bit and then you're not utilising your deep abdominal muscles. So you're just going to do that little reminder and to breathe. I'm not counting, but I feel like we've been up for a little while. So in about 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't already come down, and then just stretch into your back. And we'll do one more. If you want to come off your knees as well, you can do, or stay on the knees. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do during this one, I'm going to get up and just have a quick look, and then I can advise if need be. So when you're ready, come up into your position and really lift up, especially if you're off your knees. Keep lifting. Every few seconds, keep checking. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you come back down, as long as you know, when you go back up, you've got a good quality half plank or elbow plank. So if you need to come down now, you can come down. If not, you can do a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so everybody down now. Well done. It's not easy, is it, that one? But it sends it to that deep core area. And then what we do now is we go onto our side and let's do some glute work. Okay. I just thought of something actually. I'm just going to record. I like to know how it's kind of playing back from these speakers. Oh, I can't do that, can I? I have to do it with my... So I'm just going to record the rest of it, because I like to be able to...
Recording in progress.
There we go. And I can check it afterwards. I like to check every so often. Okay. So we're coming onto our side. We're going to do a clam with lifted feet first. So we're stretched out, we've got a little lift under the waist, clam position, lift the feet. We're going to open the clam, do 2, 3 and close. So 1, 2, 3. can have a little check here. And we'll do this as your last one, and then bring the legs down. You can have a little pat if you need to. Then we've got the knees together, and we're going to lift to 3. So you can still feel that in this similar area, slightly different. And after this one, we've got one more. And then we're going to stretch that leg away. If you need to pat it, give it a pat. And then straight into leg circles. And what we want to do is just re-check that we've got a little lift under the waist. So you can feel that, can't you? Because you've done all that work already. The circle's a little bit harder. And then change direction. Last one. And then just come forwards a bit if you need to, and just goes into my back a little bit. Okay, and then finally it's the double leg lift. So both legs are straight, and we're going to just lift both legs and then lower them. See if you can lift them for 2-3 seconds and lower back down, and then start having a little practice, maybe taking the arm up or putting it onto your, actually having it up might actually give you better balance. Keep that lift onto your waist because that will make a difference. Adjust if you need to. Last one. And then release. Okay. Pats at the bottom if you need. And then just roll back up and come up however you want to change over to the other side. Let's just have a quick drink. And then we'll do all of it on the other side. So starting with the raised clam, little lift under the waist, and then open to 3. Don't rush it, make sure you're getting those pulses in. We've got 2 more to go. And then bring those legs down. And when you're ready, lift the foot and down. And again, 3 pulses. I'd say we've got 2 left now. Great, and then go straight into that, straightening the top leg, and then we're going to circle. Relax this shoulder and change direction. And bring the leg down and give yourselves a pat. You might feel that now. And then finally, straight leg, double leg lifts. Quite important to lift off the waist a bit more, and then just start, see how that feels. See if you can take the arm off that's supporting. Last one. Give yourselves a pat if you need to. And then when you're ready, just come up slowly. Now, I think it would be good to go down onto our backs into foot position. So we'll start off with our basic stretch that we do, single leg with the arm. So you could use your weights if you want to. So if you just make sure you get into your neutral position, keep the back slightly imprinted, or sort of at least in a neutral position, to hold that position. And let's have a go and see. 1 minute. Chin slightly tucked. Let's do two more, one more on each side. And what was quite nice to do is to bring it back to where the knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Then we're going to push the feet together and just let the knees come out to the side. And relax there for a few seconds. If you relax, sometimes you just get a little bit more length. And then we're going to just stretch both legs away. Come back into quick position. Keep that back slightly imprinted. We're going to lift one leg and then we're just going to bring it down. We're going to lift the other and then just slow down. So what I want you to do is like imprint the back into the floor, lift the leg, keep that imprinted and bring the foot down. Bring the other knee up and bring the foot down. And the whole time we're keeping that back imprinted. Okay, and now bring the knees into your chest. It feels warm. And then bring the feet back down to the floor. And now you're going to go back in, this time you're going to go into your full position. So knees bent, and we're just going to do our toe taps. We'll just get started with your toe taps. Oh, it's cooler standing up. mats are quite insulating. And now bring your knees into your chest. And then we're going to go back into tabletop with the heels, with the feet flexed. And print the back, and now we're going to do our heel taps. Keeping that back imprinted. Nice and slow. Let's bring the knees in. Okay, bring the feet to the floor. And then we're going to bring one knee into the chest. We're going to do our single leg stretch. Lift it if you want to. Bring the knees back in, and then we're going straight out into double leg stretch. Again, keep that back imprinted, especially if you're not lifting the head and neck. Last one. Bring the head down, bring the knees into your chest, and bring the feet down to the floor. Then with the feet flat on the floor, we're going to just lift into our bridge position. And then just squeeze a little bit more with the bottom. Release slightly, and then squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. And we're going to come squeeze it back up. Let's just do some pulses. And now just roll back down through the vertebrae, so nice and slow. And just let your bottom relax. And then stretch the legs out. And point and flex if you just want to have a little bit of a stretch. So I'm going to just bend the knees again. This time we're going to come up into tabletop, bring the arms up, shoulders are relaxed, back is imprinted, and we're going to go directly into, I've forgotten what it's called. I was going to call it dumb waiter. I'll think of it in a minute. So stretching out, so you can stretch as much as you want to. You can keep it high if you want. And you should feel that in your abdominals, especially the more that you stretch the leg away. Don't let the back lift off though. So let's have a go at just doing the stretch where we hold. Then we bring it back. This is our last ones, and hold. Bring it back, then bring the knees in. And just take the stretch over to each side, just a little bit. And then bring the feet down to the floor. Take the right leg over the left, draw that leg in, encourage the right knee away from you. Nice stretch for the glutes. And release. Change over to the other side and draw in. And release. And then just take the arms out to your side. Keep the feet on the floor, it's preferable. And then just taking the knees slowly to one side, bringing them back up and over to the other side. Last one, on each side. And then when you're ready, just bring the knees up. So I'm going to give you a little challenge here. It's up to you if you want to accept it. I don't even know if I can do it because I've got a slippery floor. So what I quite often do at the gym is I bring my knees in, and rather than just coming up to seated, I come up to standing. So it's up to you if you want to try it like this, like that. Just a bit of a slippery floor. So see if you can do that. You're going to come back to seated anyway, although we don't have to. I suppose you can stay standing or seated, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to stay standing. You can stay seated if you want to. So we're just going to roll each shoulder. See, we really got to be able to stand up without putting your hands down. Apparently it's something you should practice and be able to do throughout your life. I can't do it from cross-legged though, definitely not. Okay, so let's just take the arms out to the side, take a breath in and out. And in again, and out. Bring those hands in, give yourself a clap. Well done.